Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. Uh, uh, Greetings to all the Hebrew this morning, top of the morning to you. Sending much love and respect to you, to all my Hebrews out there. Well, we're a little over 100 days into this New World Order, and the war against the white and the black is raging right on. The media is doing everything they can. Now, they want to go and take the white folks' statues down. Well, they've been talking this for a long time now, and it's starting to bother me. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you take them crackers uh statues down, their statues down, trying to erase their heritage, and then you want to sit there, I'm talking about the black Hebrews now, and then now we want to sit there and erase their heritage for the 400 years that we were in bondage because we disobeyed God. The white man ain't had a thing to do with that. We done that. So the 400 years that we spent in slavery were spent for our disobedience, not because the white man had us in bondage. But let me tell you, we black people know. He can be a very cruel individual. But see, there's nothing more dangerous than a people who are pushed back against the wall. If you push me back against the wall, here it is now. You take the white man. He don't own stores anymore. He don't own niggas anymore. He don't own the car business anymore. He does not own, he can't make a TV. Like I said before, anybody that want one can have a white woman. Anybody that want one. But let me tell you, first off, man, I'm not an advocate for race mixing. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm not an advocate for it, but I can't teach my children that. Why? Because that's my opinion. That's not in the Bible. So I'm not going to preach that to my children, which they grown now. I didn't preach it to my children for that very same reason. Because we're all created in God's image. God just seemed to chose us, the black Hebrews, to bring the lineage of Jesus through. Now, we talking about taking down their statues. Their memorials. See, let me tell you, their memorial to us may seem like 400 years of pain, but let those memorials stand. Let those memorials stand because that is their heritage, and that's our symbol for our disobedience. 400 years. 400 years of slavery, not because of the white man, and I'm so sick of hearing people talk about that. White man ain't had nothing to do with that. That was simply between us and God. Yeah, the only part the white man had to do was his part that God wanted him to do. Now, we're going to get mad about it and try to break down all of his memorials, his statues. Look, man, if you erase this man's heritage, hey, man, maybe his claim to fame is for 400 years he was over us. But let me tell you, God warned us what would happen. God warned us in Deuteronomy 28. Hebrews read it. God warned us in Deuteronomy 28 that these things would come on us if we disobeyed. He called them out individually. Individually. In Deuteronomy 28, what would happen to us? And now that it has happened, and the 400-year curse is up, we want to cry about it and bitch about it? No. No, Hebrews, I think we wrong for trying to erase what has happened in the past. It should be a constant reminder for Hebrews that this slavery thing could happen again if we don't obey our God. So for all y'all who talking about taking down these cracker stuff, leave their stuff alone. You know, let me tell you something. Those things serve as memorials to our disobedience. Believe it or not. Now, I'm not going to say I don't care whether you believe it or not, but I don't think whether you believe it or not is going to have a lasting effect on this right here. Because we back in the white, not we, but the Jews, the so-called Quasarians, have backed the white man up. Since 1862, they have declared war on the white man. It ain't just been us suffering. It ain't been us just the one doing the suffering. Like I told you before, we got more than what our grandparents had and our great-grandparents. But if you go back and look at the white boy, he got less than what his grandparents had. Now, come on now. It's a fact. We see it's a fact. It's a fact. We got more and they getting less. So it's a reverse discrimination. That's why I always tell my Hebrews, please watch that movie called Trading Places. Trading Places is a very eminent part of what we're going through right now. And let me tell you, until those two individuals, the black and the white one, pulled together, nothing was done. And they know we too ignorant to do it. Why? Because they driving hate. Man, leave them damn statues alone. What I say, they're reminders of how we turned our back on our God. Who, as I had on my Facebook the other day, we had people coming on there, Russians and white people and Mexicans and just different people all over the world that was that's jumping on this bandwagon with the Hebrews. But see, that's how you know the curse is up. We was in slavery for 400 years and they've been killing niggas. You didn't see nobody jump up like this. The reason why they jumping up like this, because the curse has been lifted off us. The curse has been lifted, Hebrews. And we too caught up in the Cosby generation, the living single generation, the different world generation. Black people are being played. Black people are being played. Hebrews are being played as though we living good on TV. But if you go through the hood, ain't none of us living good. But on TV, we living in Atlanta. We got housewives in Atlanta. We got this, we got that. Oh, the black people on TV look so good. But when you get down to reality and you come out here in these streets, it's a whole different reality than that during TV. Well, Hebrews, I didn't mean to take up too much of your time this morning, but that was really, really on my, it's been bothering me for a couple of days now, that we actually want to take away the white man's heritage. Well, we're going to push that cracker too far. Not us, but those Quasarians who doing this, the puppet masters who pushing these strings. We're going to find out that they may not remember the white man's past themselves. Because if you go back and check in England and these other places, Russia, Tsar, all these white folks, but if you go back and check their record, they will storm the castle and hang the damn king now. They've been known to do it. You know, they've been known to do it. So what we better do is let us be friends, because we already brothers and can't do nothing about it. They are our brothers, whether you want to admit it or not. They are our brothers. Well, I tell you this right here. This thing's about to culminate. It's coming together now, and we can see that the media is pushing this war. It's pushing it. It's pushing it very, very hard. But let me tell you something, white boy. I ain't got nothing against you. God said revenge is mine, so I ain't got nothing to do with you. And you individually didn't have nothing to do with no slavery, so what you worried about? Don't worry about it. You know, I'm going to tell you, man, y'all going to keep pushing these crackers until you push them in a corner, you know, and you finna see dynamite. Now, just like you seen in Michigan here recently, them white boys went up to the state house. They didn't have no griff, if, and buts about it. They came up with the AR-15s, SKSs, AK-47s. Man, they meant business. If you think, you know, and I'm going to tell you, man, we need to, hey, look, I'm not for the Ku Klux Klan, but let me tell you, man, if y'all didn't know, most Ku Klux Klan members are Freemasons. The hand that has been infiltrated. For all you brothers that's in that Lodge, I'm not, I'm going to say this and I'm going to shut up. But you were infiltrated in 1776 by the Illuminati, by Mr. Adam Weishaupt. And you could go and check it out yourself. It's not very hard to find. But any of y'all who walking a certain way or traveling men, you need to look into this. And all you false preachers out there that's leading us astray, screwing the whole congregation, you know, doing the Oral Roberts on them, or the Jimmy Swaggarts on these churches. Well, let me tell you, the time has come now. Now we are in the New World Order is now just a little over 100 days old, and so far don't nobody like it. Well, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. It's finna get a whole lot worse. Okay, y'all, I got to go to a funeral today, and I want to send out bereavements to the Wingfield family. The man was like a stepdaddy to me, and I loved him. But I know that his wife is in bereavement, you know, and gosh, they were married. I know Jesus, at least about 40-something years, if not more, maybe closer to 50. But I just thank God for that family. They were real good to me when I was in such a vulnerable spot in my life, you know. But I tell you this right here. We are best to leave these white folks' heritage alone, because we wouldn't want ours wiped out. Do you think we just going to forget about slavery? Do you think God going to let you just forget about you turning your back on him? Do you think you can just turn your back on the Almighty God and knock down a few statues that going to take away your 400 years that you caused because you wouldn't accept the master? It's not going to happen. Trump ain't feeling, I ain't either. Leave them cracker stuff alone. Let's get some statues up our own. That's what I say. Put one of our statues over there by him. That's what used to be. This how it is now. But to erase a person's heritage is not the right thing to do. So Hebrews, we love you. Keep your prayers up. We, the generation, have been chosen to see the second coming of Christ, and there's nothing we can do about it. Shalom. Love you. Peace.